What's going on, everybody? This is Super Robot, and today we're going to talk about the Age of the Prime Deluxe Air Raid and Slingshot. These are in-hand images from NotRav. Of course, they're on Weibo, and we get to see comparisons with the other Constructicons in this video, which would be Bone Crusher and Scrapper. We're going to see the vehicle modes as well, and we're going to look at some of the details. As you know, NotRav takes wonderful pictures, and in the natural lighting, you can see things a little bit differently. Now, from what I can see, the majority of the details look a little bit plain as compared to not as busy as they usually are. But that's okay because, it kind of gives them an animation look. The head sculpts are pretty nice. Actually, they're spot on. And to be honest with you, I am glad we're getting this because I've always been a little miffed about the plastic quality on the originals. And that's including the Unite Warriors versions because, those are the Japanese Takara versions. But it's still that weird plastic of that time between when we got from Thrilling 30 through Combiner Wars through Titans Return and Power to Primes. When we got Siege, it was a difference, but the pandemic caused a lot of problems because that's what we blame stuff on these days. But that's okay. We're going to start off with Air Raid's vehicle mode, which is basically an F-15, kind of weird looking, but it is an F-15. He's primarily black with the little white stripes on the edge of the wings with the Autobot symbols. So basically, it looks like an Autobot version of an F-15 Seeker. They are smaller than the actual Seekers, even in the show, but not necessarily in the cartoon. But animation is animation. But from what I can tell, it looks very G1. I mean, this is what we're going for. This is what Hasbro is going for. So it's not some fans out there that are causing Hasbro to make G1 toys. Hasbro is making G1 toys because the canon, of course, is Slingshot, which I believe he's like a Harrier, some type of jump jet or something like that, I believe. So he could be an AV-8. Not sure. You always get a little mixed up on the Harrier model number configuration. But I think he is a Harrier jump jet. I could be wrong. And, of course, here they are going against the Constructicons, their Scrapper and Bone Crusher in their vehicle modes. And, yeah, I got to admit, it does look good. Now we're going to look at the robot modes. First being, of course, Air Raid. And Air Raid, of course, has the same primary colors that we saw in the first slide. Red and white, most of them do. And one thing I'll say about the aerial bots, they had a cohesive color scheme. People didn't realize that they all were the same color. Whereas even the other groups, they're all multiple colors. The Autobots, even the Protectobots, almost had uniform colors, whereas the Decepticons were a bit wild, especially Bruticus, man. Bruticus is out of this world with the colors that are combining on there. Man, that's something. Well, I mean, the Constructic Devastator does, but I'm talking about the 5-man combiners because they're a special type of combiner on their own. And of course, here's Slingshot. Now I want to talk to people about Slingshot. So if you're trying to get the original members of the group, especially in Combiner Wars, Slingshot can go for a lot of money because he was released in short pack. Like he came in, people was like, he's here. People tried to get him. He was gone. And he wasn't even Slingshot. He was like Quick Slinger or something like that. If anything, if you're going to stick with Combiner Wars, at least go at Unite Warriors. At least they're better. You know what I mean? They look more like the cartoon. You know what I mean? And here they are confronting the Constructicons. And yeah, this is a good looking picture, man. I'm digging this. Yeah, I can't wait to get. This is the year of combiners. I can't wait to flesh out my new combiners and do some reviews on these things and talk about it. But yeah, overall, I'm enjoying that I'm going to be getting the Age of the Primes Air Raid and Slingshot as well as Silverbolt, because that way I already have Superion on the shelf and I can take down Unite Warriors. Of course, I'll do the final review when I compare all the groups, but it's no question, man. I prefer the frame design. I don't want to hear about anything else. If you like other stuff, that's your business, okay? But don't get mad at me because I don't like what you like, because I don't expect you to like what I like. That's the way the world works. We're not a hive mind, and we shouldn't be. It would be boring if it was. Some of y'all don't think straight. But anyway, they look good to me. They look a lot better than the originals. They're going to articulate a lot better than the originals. The sculpts are better. You're not standing there with weird A stances because there's no feet swivel, or at least we got, everything's just going to look better. So I just can't co-sign anything else, but, some people are getting upset and in their feelings because it's about your wallet. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it really comes down to. So what are your thoughts? Leave them down in the comments below. For me, this is a win. I'm going to pick these up. Now I'm going to try to keep Hasbro in business. It is what it is. This is Super Robot Ed bringing more news reveals to them. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.